Good evening, morning, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the GASSIES. My name is Moonhead, alongside WinVal 8820. Why did I go with their screen names? I don't know, but we're going to keep going with it. How we doing, Cozy?
Oh, doing great. It's great to be here this year. Our first year with the GASSIES. We've got a lot of great awards, a lot of great nominees. It's going to be a great night.
Great night indeed. We've got a plethora of awards lined up for you folks, and a whole lot more right here on the Gas Holes podcast. 2020 GASSIES coming right up. So, Cozy, I guess we'll transition into our first award. What do you have?
Right. Well, man, let me tell you, the 2020 season was one of the craziest we've ever experienced. And with that comes a lot of GASSIES, I'll tell you that. First is a race I feel like a lot of people had forgot about. We have the bottom split race of the year. And that goes to the 2020 Clash. Man, what a shit show that was. Congrats to all the drivers involved.
Wow, a shit show indeed. A shit show indeed. All right, so I've got my first nomination up here, and there are a couple of candidates for this one. It was not as cut and dry as that one. It is the biggest Twitter fiasco, starting with first nominee, Barstool versus Jim Utter, featuring NASCAR YouTubers. There was a big brouhaha in Vegas beginning of the year. A guy asked a very stupid question. Twitter assumed it was the YouTubers. Jim Utter assumed it was Barstool. Dave Portnoy didn't like that. Dave Portnoy went after Jim Utter. Losers went after Dave Portnoy because they don't like Portnoy. And it was a big brouhaha. Second nominee is Dylan Bassett, or maybe the other Bassett. I think there's two of them. I don't know. The Bassetts grow on trees, I think. Versus Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier and him wrecked on the last lap or coming to the last lap or something.
Oh, yeah.
Allgaier had an irregular heartbeat after the incident, was taken by ground to a hospital for a checkup. Bassett tweeted that he was angry with Allgaier, and Do Better Twitter got all over Bassett's case and was very upset, and we saw war all through the night. And finally, Regan Smith versus Woke Twitter anytime Regan has an opinion. So, let me hit the drum roll. It's got to go to Barstool versus Utter, because Barstool ended Jim Utter during this. There were live action memes, and if it wasn't for the Rona, it probably would have been one of the most talked about stories of 2020.
All right. Do we have a drum roll for our first award? I kind of botched that.
No,
Unfortunately,
we didn't, because you went too goddamn quick.
Yeah, well, it's our first award show. We're buffing out all the kinks here and there, and unfortunately, I lost my earpiece, so I'm going in dry this year, but we'll get it back next year. All right.
If we could get a podcast sponsor, maybe we could work this out. We're working with tin cans and rope and string and all that here. So,
all righty. Well, that brings us to our next award. Now, this was a tough one because, we couldn't find a lot of candidates for this one. But for presenting the nominees for Cuck of the Year.
Oh.
Matt DiBenedetto is our
not done.
Oh, damn it.
Still drumming it. What a disaster.
Matt DiBenedetto. All right. Yeah, well, he was our only candidate.
No, viewers are now the Cuck of the Year because you completely botched that announcement.
Yeah, sorry about that one. But unfortunately, it goes to Matt DiBenedetto. There's a lot of fans out there who was really hoping to get his first win of the season. Finished second a lot, and for that, Cuck of the Year. But looking for a strong year next season, and I think that first win is coming.
I do too. I really do. All right, moving on. I got a couple of awards right here. Coming up right here. He said that got fired and ended up at Hendrick. One nominee, one winner. I don't know why I hit a drum roll for this one.
Well, you never know.
It's Kyle Larson. If you thought it was anybody else, I don't know what to tell you. All right, moving on. Fuck your career online. Now, Larson would have been a lock if he didn't right his wrongs. Larson should win an award for being, a decent human, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We're not in the moral award business over here,
Yeah,
so moving
maybe
on.
next year.
The Fuck Your Career Online Award. This award goes to somebody who fucked their career online. First nominee is Josh Rayum. If you haven't heard, he drew a swastika on a toaster strudel and posted a picture of it online. I'm not joking, folks. Ray Cicerelli, a man from north of the Mason-Dixon, posted in favor. I don't know if he's north of the Mason-Dixon, but I don't think he's exactly a Southerner. He posted in favor of the Confederate flag and said he would sell his race team due to the flag being banned at all racetracks, and then proceeded to race that very weekend.
Yeah.
And lastly, what?
Is he gonna retire now that the year is done, or is he still? I guess we'll see if he comes out for Daytona next year.
Well, he was
see.
running the Trump truck there for a while, and we all know how it turned out.
Might have lost some sponsor dollars there.
Yeah. And final nominee is Mr. Mike Wallace. He got a little hot under the collar when it came to the election and said some things he really should not have. So this was a tough one, and I think I'm going to really decide on it during the drum roll. It's got to go to Rayumi, because who the fuck? How the fuck do you let a toaster strudel get you fired?
I think, have you seen the picture of it?
No, is there a picture of it now?
I think so. I swear to God, I saw one in my Discord. I don't know what channel it was in, but if it is indeed the actual screenshot, it is incredible that he tried to backtrack his way out of that one, because it is very clear what that symbol is.
He claimed it was an accident.
Yeah, there's no fucking way that was an accident, pal.
An accident.
Jesus.
And why? It was just my midnight snack defense. Like I don't know about you, Cozy, but I eat a lot of midnight snacks. I like to grill sometimes. I've grilled as late as midnight.
Oh.
Not once has my steak come off the grill in the form of the most offensive symbol in the history of the world.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up on toaster strudels, man. I'd always have one before I got the drive to school every morning, and usually, you get the little frosting packet. My top options were smiley face, dinosaur, dog, not swastika. But some people are different.
Yeah, I've never seen a toaster strudel with racist tendencies, but hey, it's 2020. Congratulations to Josh on winning the only award he'll probably ever win. On to the next one. Holler moments. We got 3 holler moments here nominated. Option nominee number 1 gonna be Bubba leaving his bumper at the door to the holler at Bristol to Mr. Michael McDowell after Michael McDowell right reared him down the back straightaway. Starcom on the way to Bristol, they blew a damn tire. Can you believe
They've had
that?
a lot of holler problems this year. I can't remember the other ones, but that was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, that one sticks out because a lot of people posted pictures of them making the change on the side of the interstate. They got there on time. Good for him. And then Mike Harmon, he had his whole fucking hauler stolen along with the race car, and none of it was ever returned. So, drum roll, please. Mike Harmon! Let's hear it for it.
All right.
And poor Mike doubled down and went after Geico because he thought he had all that insurance and they wouldn't give him money for it. So he went on a Twitter rant about Geico as well. So things did not go well for poor Mike, but at least he's got a Gassie for his troubles.
I'm very excited he won this award, man. Unfortunately, I really thought that they would find that at some point, but man, it's it's the middle of November and they're still looking for it apparently. So
there's a bolo. If you see a 74 Dodge or whatever out there on the road, there's not many like it.
Yeah, big old MHR Pride logo there on the trailer. Yeah, give us a call.
Is it a Dodge or a Chevy now? I think they moved on from the Dodge. I remember he stuck with a Dodge there for a little while. All right, regardless, moving on, we got this next award with some overlapping nominees. Weirdest way to lose a car. Nominee number 1, Bubba losing a car to devout Christian Michael McDowell right rearing him on the back straightaway at Bristol. That was something. We got to see that one in person. Me and Cozy got to see that one in person. And then second nominee, Mr. Mike Harmon. He got his whole goddamn car stolen. Let's see. Mr. Mike Harmon is a two-time Gassie winner. Let's hear it for him.
Yeah. All right. How about that, man? 2-time already. That's their first repeat Gassie Award winner.
History.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're right here for it. What an exciting show this is. Oh, I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn.
All right. Well, this is an exciting award because we had a lot of moments that went with this award this year. This year, we've got the Step on Your Dick Award. The nominees: Jimmy Johnson at Darlington, leading the race, about ready to win a stage, couldn't negotiate around a lap car, and ate the inside wall, as many fans cried on Twitter. Tyler Reddick, Daytona, trying to block the leader and pulling across the entire track to stuff it in the wall and cause everybody to wreck behind him. And our third and final nominee, Chase Elliott, Bristol Spring, for sliding across, sending the hell out of the corner, wiping out Joey Logano, and giving the win to Brad Keselowski. Cue the drum roll if you haven't already.
It's going. 5 seconds.
And the award goes to Jimmy Johnson. Should we call it the Step on Your Johnson Award? I think we shall. Jimmy Johnson for his efforts at Darlington. That we really thought that was going to be the moment for him to win another race and go out on top, but ate the inside wall instead. But Jimmy Johnson's not going to go away light-handed. He's going to bring a Gassie back home with him.
That was the first time I remembered to hit the applause button.
Hey, all right. I knew they were out there somewhere. All right. Well, that brings us to our next award. Now, this was a huge story over the 2020 season. And really, since it was a big part of the opening part of the season, everybody loves the Tough Son of Bitch Award. And, this season, there weren't many candidates, but go ahead and start that drum roll. The Gassie goes to Ryan Newman. Took a race car to the dome and lived to tell the tale. One of the fan favorites, Ryan Newman. Unbelievable experience at Daytona. I don't know about you, but I certainly thought that we had lost him. But unbelievable recovery. And I don't even know what to say. I still can't believe how that crash even happened, how it transpired, and how Ryan Newman is walking to this day. But the Tough Son of Bitch Award goes to Ryan Newman.
Cue an applause.
Yeah. All right.
It's like a dead spot at the beginning of them, so it is just...
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
Shut the fuck up, audience. All right, go ahead.
Well, this one's this is an award. This one is the Rookie Mistake Perseverance Award. And once again, not a lot of candidates to this award this year, although we had a lot of rookies, but not a lot of them stepped over and made a big mistake like this one. But the Rookie Mistake Perseverance Award goes to Quinn Half, driver of the 00 Starcom Racing Machine. I'm really proud of him for this award. I tell you what, Texas was not a good day. It wasn't. He was running good. Unfortunately, made a very big mistake. While his mirror fell off and his spotter called him in. But unfortunately, Quinn received a lot of shit that day. But you know what? He bounced back. He put together some really good runs and finished off the season strong and didn't really make any too major mistakes that ended him up on NBCSN. Mm-hmm. So good on Quinn, the Rookie Mistake Perseverance Award winner.
Wonderful.
Next up. Now this is an award that is very close to this one, to the most recent one. But this is a good one. Back Marker of the Year Award winner. The candidates are JJ Yaley. Very solid in the Rick Ware Racing cars. Now that's there was not a lot of good Rick Ware Racing drivers this year, but he was one of the few bright spots in that organization. put together some very solid runs and outran some pretty competitive cars. Next up is Brendan Poole, who, once again, not a very good car, but man, he got 4 lead lap finishes. And, well, he actually missed a couple races there at the end of the season due to some sponsorship or whatever. But anyways, he had a really good season as well. And also, the next candidate, Corey LaJoie. I don't know how many lead lap finishes he had. I don't know if I still have my tab up or not, but he had, he did. He had 11 lead lap finishes. Can you believe that? Stayed out at Martinsville. It didn't really work, but he led a lap, I think, or 2 under caution.
He jumped the restart too.
He jumped the restart. It was his first time up there. Yeah. Anyways, so the award goes to Corey LaJoie.
Oh, just a little early on that one.
Oh shit, man!
You want to tee it up one more time? We can.
Oh yeah, go ahead. LaJoie. Did I get it good?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Let me hit the ball.
All right, Corey LaJoie. Man, let me tell you, that team's come a long ways, and now they're dead. But, Corey LaJoie himself as a driver has come a long ways, man. He was a pretty big fucking idiot when he first came in. He reckoned a lot. But, man, he's really come a long ways, and he put together some really great runs for that team. Once again, the whole Trump thing basically murdered that entire team to now they're part-time, and who knows what the hell Corey LaJoie's off to doing. But, hey, good on him, man. The Back Marker of the Year award winner, Corey LaJoie. Now, I believe that brings us to the last award of the night.
Oh, boy.
Now, this is a big one. This is a very big one. And an unfortunate award, but it happens sometimes. Presenting the Automobile Asphyxiation Award. Did you start the drum roll?
It's been started.
Okay. And it goes to Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick here to accept his Automobile Asphyxiation Award for blowing probably the most amount of playoff points ever given in the NASCAR season, and didn't even make the Final Four. Very unfortunate. I don't know how many playoff points he had, but he had a shitload. And for that, he is awarded the Automobile Asphyxiation Award. And I believe that wraps up our 2020 GASSIES Award Show.
It does. Thank you all for tuning in to the GASSIES. We're going to loosen the ties a little bit and transition into our regularly scheduled programming here. Oh, man. Right,
we'll build on it.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Hey, I think that was good. It was
yeah.
Really good.
We laid out a good foundation for next year. We can come back even stronger. But yeah, that's we'll bring it back for next year, man. And this time around, we can sit back and kind of put together. We have to keep this award channel around, and we can kind of put our nominees together as the season goes, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Maybe next time we can bring the audience in a little bit too. We can get those nominations out, and we can have some folks vote on them and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of did this one real late, but we had an idea what we wanted to do, just not exactly how we wanted to do it. But here we are, and we tried our best. So, what the hell do we got to talk about, man?
Well, I think we're going into the mailbag, aren't we?
Oh, that's right. Hey, what's going on over that mailbag?
askmoonhead@gmail.com. We had a packed mailbag, but I kind of thinned through it tonight because of the gas.
If there's some good ones, we can bring them in next week, I would imagine.
Yeah. First one comes from Elmore Buck Alisamone the Third.
What?
I don't know. After winning the vote for Sexiest iRacer of 2020, what is your goal for 2021 after already reaching the peak of the mountain? Well, thank you, Elmore. I really appreciate you asking me that. I don't know what my plans are. I think I just want to double down and become a 2-time Sexiest iRacer of 2020 award winner.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
I mean,
see how long you can stretch it.
I don't have any competition as of now. You know what I mean? So.
That is fair. There's some ugly son of bitches out there on iRacing.
I covered the Pro Series tonight. Anyway, Hunter McFarland writes, do you guys think NASCAR should move the Cup Series Phoenix finale to a day-to-night transition race like Homestead was? I feel like it would help differentiate the finale from the spring Phoenix race, if they keep 2 races, and add a bit more atmosphere that I feel like the 2020 Cup Series finale lacked. Thanks for reading my question, and keep up the great work on the podcast. I like that idea. I like it a lot. I think championship races, in most cases, should be at night.
Yeah, or at least, yeah. I like the idea of a transition, but that's what I was saying, man. Like watching it, it didn't feel like the end of the season. It just didn't feel right because like Homestead's a pretty long race. You know, it usually starts in the day and it usually ends in the night, and it's just a bit of it's
Well,
always a
and
long championship battle, and
they're
it's just I don't know.
they're probably worried about us on the Eastern Seaboard too, because it'd be getting pretty late.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's the only part of the problem that really sucks is trying to fit a time slot in between football and stuff like that, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. But
Tyler James writes, hello, Travis and Cozy. Were you done with that last one?
I was probably gonna say something else that just didn't really mean anything. So yes, go ahead.
This will be a question for the Hagerstown native, so I guess he's not talking
Uh-oh.
about me. Last week, it was rumored that both the F1 Haas drivers were looking to move to IndyCar. Well, sorry, both the F1 Haas drivers were looking to move to IndyCar. What are your thoughts on this? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean it's no secret that's where F1 careers that died. That's where they go next. Yeah, I mean I don't know what. See, that's the thing. I haven't really kept up with IndyCar a lot this most recent season, so I don't know what like rides are available, and I know they both have talked or have had discussions with teams, I guess. But I'm all for it, man. I always like to see drivers from different domains come into something else and try it. One of those guys, my man from F1 2017, Marcus Ericsson, he was a guy, F1 career died. So he took it on over to IndyCar, and he's actually done pretty solid. But yeah, I don't know. As for like the individuals, Magnussen and Grosjean, I'd like to see Grosjean in IndyCar. He'd shake some shit up, I'm sure. But I'd like to see both of them try it. Yeah, sure, why not?
I actually, after the mailbag, I'm going to talk about my F1 watching experience. I have some thoughts I wrote down.
Oh, great.
Gary Sack writes, hi, Travis and Cozy. Have you guys heard of Tachanka's rework in Rainbow Six? And if you have, what do you think of it? Also, are there any other operators you think really need a rework? Personally, I really want to see a Castle rework because I think he's a badass and want to play him. He just really sucks right now, so that's why I don't. Also, a question for Travis. When does Tits in the Junior Series start back up for Mooncar? Because me and my friend John want to try to get Gary Sack Racing in the roster next season. Also, how was your Chili's last week? My Chili's was great. Tits and Tits Jr. are no more. It's all just Mooncar. Mooncar's season will come back eventually. Got to figure out when Barstool's coming back. If it's coming back, I don't know. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Me and Cozy have not been playing Rainbow Six lately. We've been playing Warzone.
Hold on, I just found out what it is.
What is
Oh
it?
man. So they've been rumoring this, I feel like, for years, but
I think I know what it is.
yeah, so it looks like Tachanka's mobile now.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, they gave him a grenade launcher too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's got like the main little fucking turret that he can walk around with, and then yeah, he's got this big fucking
Is it on
grenade
wheels or
launcher.
something?
No, he's just kind of holding it. I'm just watching somebody play, just kind of scrubbing through it. But no, it looks like he can just kind of carry it around. Yeah, they didn't give him the whole like cart setup and everything,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's got this big fucking grenade launcher thing. It's
Alright.
called the Shamika launcher or something. I don't know how you say it.
Sometime.
Yeah, it looks cool. What was the rest of that question? There was like 4 of them in all in one.
It was all for me aside from that, really.
Oh, then go ahead then.
Yeah. Shazane Rand writes, hey, I got a couple questions for Michael on the podcast. How was the transition How has the transition been on his channel from diecast reviews to mostly gaming content? And what happened to the Diecast Room Collection Tour video? There's that one. We get that one every couple months. Thanks.
All right. Well, first off, I've slowly kind of taken a lot of my diecast stuff down just because like I would keep it up, but it's like the longer I keep it up, the more fucking people keep on asking me about it, and I just want to get the fuck away from it so people stop asking me about it. I don't want to do that shit anymore. I like, don't get me wrong, diecasts are cool, they're great. I know people still collect them. I really don't a whole lot anymore, just because I think Lionel threw it down the fucking shitter. We talked about this before.
Hey, do you still have the one up where you ripped ass on that tear?
No, it's long gone, but that was a
Dude,
classic though. There's a lot of classic moments, but yeah, only OGs remember that kind of shit. But
and your little buddy on the laptop.
Oh man, I haven't seen him in a long time. I have to hit him up sometime, ask him about it if he remembers that. Yeah, I don't know. I just I did the reviews when I first started, and they always did like super well. It was a good niche. What's so funny over there?
The Dale Call one. I forgot.
Oh, jeez, I had to get rid of that one too.
Oh
That
man.
was I mean, it's still there, but it's like it's not public.
Oh,
but
okay, 'cause-
anytime you want to relive it, yeah.
Man, the comments on that one were brutal. Next week, I'm definitely. You'll have to get me the link, and I'm gonna read some of those comments. So we're gonna go take a trip down memory lane.
Oh man. Yeah, we'll talk. That is not one of my prouder moments, but
that one and the one where you couldn't figure out the screwdriver on the bottom of the damn diecast. Remember that?
well, that was
Lionel's fault too.
Yeah.
But that one also had some great comments with people telling you I told you so.
Yeah, those some stupid bastards at Lionel. They really fuck some shit up in a couple of years. But anyways, yeah. So I just wanted to. I always kind of wanted to do playthroughs or whatever. I remember I watched this one dude who did. It was like I watched him play DayZ back when it was a Arma mod. It was way back when. I was like, man, it was really cool. I was watching just playthroughs and stuff like that. It was something I really wanted to do. I don't know how I ended up doing NASCAR stuff. Playthroughs. I guess I started with NASCAR Heat Evolution and fucking F1 2016, and I just kind of grew it, and I just kept on doing it, and I never stopped, and here we are. So who knows? Maybe I'll get on to something else, and you know, I'll start deleting all my fucking NASCAR Heat playthroughs. I don't know, but for now, I like what I'm doing, and I think I'm all right at it. So I don't know.
Brian Green writes, favorite ATS moment. I'll let you go first.
Oh man, favorite ATS moment. We had a lot of great moments. I guess to be fair, well, ATS. We had a lot of good moments because we were trying to remember that one jump we found in I don't even remember what state it was.
Oregon or whatever.
Yeah, it was something like that. We were trying to that's I think that's what it was. We were trying to find the next state over.
Yeah, we were able to sneak into the state before it was released. We found a way around the wall or whatever.
But it was funny because you could also, like, if you overshot it, you'd go down in this void and you just float around forever.
Yeah.
But between that, we did Euro Truck. That's what I was thinking of, where we did some races. We'll have to do that sometime, get a bunch of people on a race across the country.
It's almost 5 years from that night. You streamed on Twitch.
Oh, man.
I'm curious. We're going to have a question. Did anybody watch, because that stream is long gone.
There's no way.
Anybody listening to this watch our all-night stream on Twitch where we were on Euro Truck Sim? It was like, I think it was the night after Thanksgiving, and we raced all the way across Europe. Cozy put me in the wall at one point. He ran me into the end of a guardrail. I had an epic flip at a stoplight. It was a hell of a night. We listened to Christmas carols. Still one of the best nights I've ever had on the internet. We need to do that again. We need to get us grouped together and have a race coming up here soon to celebrate the holidays. Race from like Arizona to Washington or something on Truck Sim.
Hey, Rick's Giving's coming up if you want to do it then.
Yeah, let's do it then. That'll work.
Oh, sweet.
So my favorite ATS moment would probably also be the jump or Preet getting banned.
I forgot about that.
We were all racing again, and I gave in the video they gave him a video of what he did to get banned from multiplayer, and it was kind of partially my fault because I had my truck like I mean, I was hauling on the wrong side of the road, passing all these guys, and I made it work. And I forget what happened, but Preet ended up hitting somebody head on or something. It caused a big wreck because they had their convoy and they all piled in, and it pissed them off. And then I think our convoy piled in, and then I turned around and came back onto the scene, saw the gaggle of vehicles over there that we had created.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the same one, but I think I crashed over a guardrail and I ended up in some extra like land or something.
Yeah,
It was weird.
I went off a
Uh,
bridge one time. There were a lot of wrecks, and they have a CB radio on there too. And I forget what happened, but one time, me and this one guy, we got into it going down the interstate, and we probably went a good 15 miles just cussing each other like dogs. It was, we've had some
yeah.
interesting moments on there.
There's a lot of assholes in that game too. I remember I was just driving by myself, I think, and there was some motherfuckers like boxing me in and like running me off the road and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some kind of like and like
there's gang
we're
shit on there.
yeah.
Really?
We're not much better, but we usually just fuck around. And every once in a while, there's a stray bullet or something. We'll run head on into somebody,
Yeah.
just
But
mind their own business.
sometimes
But
we'll have people join us. Like we're cool. Like we're
yeah,
fine. Well, if you want to join our convoy, you can. But like there are just some places on that map you don't go alone. Really. Southern Arizona and stuff. They're just ruthless down there.
Oh man, I want to play. I gotta get that shit. I gotta figure out how to get my profile from my other computer to this one, to my newer one. Yeah, I want to do that again sometime. I need to do some ATS streams, man. It's been too long.
I'll have to whoop up my Santa Claus paint on my truck.
Hell yeah.
I have a cool paint. All right, Tyler Wright writes, hey guys, do you think that LaJoy is the main driver looking at the 38? Also, Ty Dillon possibly going to Xfinity full time for RCR. Lastly, Nemechek back to trucks, good or bad? Tyler Wright. Nemechek back to trucks, probably good. I think he can win there.
What's the deal with that? Like, is that what he's doing?
He was air quotes left the team.
Yeah.
I heard
So,
a
like,
rumor.
What? Okay. You can tell me off air.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, I would assume that. I mean, my first impression was like, well, then I guess he's got something better lined up, right? But I mean, I
The
I guess
rumor I heard is fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say either he's got something lined up or something happened. Something interesting
Something
happened.
happened is what I was told. But we'll see.
Because that's kind of unfortunate. Because he had some really good runs in that car, and it looked like he was promising, I guess. But for him, but yeah, it's weird, unfortunate. I guess we'll learn. But what's the other? There was another question in there, wasn't there?
Biggest shit show of 2020, but that we already covered. the Clash.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm reading the next question. What have I
Oh,
done? I'm a fucking
no,
idiot.
brother.
Corey LaJoy main driver to the 38. It's probably looking that way, and then Ty Dillon
Oh, yeah.
possibly going RCR full time. Xfinity would make sense. Last question, Davey Lemons. Hi boys. I was wondering what was the biggest shit show. We covered that one. I personally think the 2020 Xfinity Roval, but I'm biased due to I got to be there in person. What are y'all's thoughts? Thanks for entertaining my dumbass while I was depressed from Rona. Your streams and videos make me kinda not want to be sad, so thanks. Hey, I'll take it.
Hey, yeah, I'll take it as well. All right, high fives all around.
But yeah, Clash, it won the Gassie, so we gotta go with that. So that's the mailbag.
Yeah.
askmoonhead@gmail.com.
Next time we'll have to incorporate some more Xfinity and trucks, but it's man, it's really hard to think of everything. You know what I mean? All three series, all the moments, and all that stuff. We did mostly Cup, but yeah, we'll work on it.
All right, so I got a news story this week, and it's 50 years old.
Yeah, I'm interested in this news story because I saw it somewhere on Twitter, and I just never clicked on it, but I heard about it.
The 9th was the 50-year anniversary of this. Actually, the 12th was the real 50th anniversary, but the fiasco started on the 9th of November, 1970. Florence, Oregon. So a 45-foot sperm whale washed up on the beach, dead as a hammer. And it began to smell. Yeah. So the government, I guess local officials, decided to step in. And let me try to find the actual numbers
Oh,
down here.
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. They couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. They couldn't bury it because it would eventually come back to the surface. They couldn't leave it because it would smell, and not even the birds would eat it. It was so smelly. They couldn't just cut it up because the smell was so bad. Nobody wanted to do that. So some wise ass somewhere got approval to bring dynamite, 20 cases of it, a half ton of dynamite,
God damn.
and blow the whale up. So they made a big event out of it.
All right.
The news came, government officials came, people brought their families, their kids. They did a big countdown, and they blew this whale up. Well, what they didn't think would happen happened. And not only did the whole town begin to smell horrible, giant chunks of whale fell from the sky and damaged vehicles, buildings, and I think it may have caused a few injuries.
Jesus Christ.
And the birds still wouldn't touch the giant chunks of whale laying around Florence, Oregon. So that I just couldn't wrap my head around it. There's a great video of a news report on it. They called it a stinking whale problem, and there were quite a few puns in there that were really, really good. But yeah, that one takes the cake so far of all the things I've read.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna say, man, there's I mean, I guess I don't know what else you would do. Maybe pack a little less dynamite, maybe, but I mean,
cutting it up. You just have to pay somebody. I feel like that was probably the best bet. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying I have a better solution, but you would think that people in charge of this kind of thing would. That it wouldn't come to, let's take half a ton of dynamite and just blow it up, and they wouldn't like even think that giant chunks of whale would come falling from the sky and cause a bunch of problems.
That's the best part. I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. It wasn't that they just blew a whale up, a dead whale up. It was that the chunks fell from the sky and damaged vehicles and shit. Like, there were people running for cover because of whale parts falling from the sky.
God.
So 50 years ago, that happened.
Oh, man. It's great that they went through all that. Like, they could have thought about, they probably could have took a day and just, thought about all the options, but that's the one they went with. They brought everybody into town, and they went through with it.
There were a lot of people there, too, from the looks of it.
Oh, man. Man.
I think they were confident it was going to work, and yeah, unfortunately.
I know, well, shit happens.
Yeah. So, I guess we need to move. Actually, you want to talk about F1 briefly?
Yeah, let's talk about F1. How'd you like it?
So, I actually was entertained. Not necessarily because of the racing. The racing was pretty cool because of the rain, especially the first few laps. It was weird kind of to see. Just my only rain racing experience. I watched the Daytona 24. I guess a couple times have rained, but like really NASCAR. It was interesting to see Hamilton go that long on the. I don't know if they were wet tires. They were calling them intermediates. I guess that's
they're intermediates. They got two wet tires. The wets just move more water than the intermediates.
Okay. But he went like forever on the intermediates, even after the track was pretty much dry. I guess they thought it was going to rain on the last lap. So that was like really interesting to me because I know in NASCAR, if they go like a lap or two on a dry track, they're already fucked. Which I guess the cars are a lot heavier. But the biggest thing I noticed, and it's something you've talked about a lot, the broadcast. Just the fucking... So I know nothing about F1. And just the ticker and the fast lap things popping up and all that alone, like... I felt like I knew what the fuck was going on. And I think NASCAR does a good job of explaining stuff with like guys like Steve Letarte and stuff. But my God, they're so behind on some of the graphics and stuff. Like even just the ticker, like when the ticker would expand and they'd go to an onboard camera on the ticker, that was really cool to me. I love that because you could see where the guy was running. It didn't take up the whole screen, but you could watch him for a couple laps. And then the fast lap graphic that would pop up at the top of the chart, you'd know who the fastest guy on the track was. If NASCAR would do stuff like that, we kind of talked about it with the Underglow for people at the track doing shit like that. Man, if we could know every lap or every 10 laps, like just randomly, fastest guy on track, if it's somebody we wouldn't expect, throw that up there. Who's on what tires, like all this stuff. It was just so easy to watch. And then when Hamilton clinched the championship, the thing on the visor, that was really fucking cool.
Yeah,
I don't know how
dude.
they did that, but that was really fucking cool.
Yeah. I was yeah, they're always like trying some shit. I don't know if you noticed they the one cool thing they did with one of the onboards, the one where the halo is in the shot, they put graphics over top of
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I thought that was really cool since they, the halo is still kind of new. They used that and used it as part of the broadcast. I wanted to go back to what you said about Hamilton. Dude, it was crazy. The apparently they resurfaced that track like 2 weeks before the event.
Oh.
And so what had happened was the first couple of practices, the track, and of course it was cold as fuck. So it's like you got this like super clean track, and it was so fucking cold, there's just no grip. So fast forward to the race, fucking Lewis Hamilton basically turned his tires, his intermediate wet tires, into slicks because he couldn't have pit because he, he would have had cold tires. So he just left it like that's how low grip there was. The track was basically, I mean, it was still kind of wet, but it was like there was just that little grip in it that he just kept it on out there and just shredded clear through the intermediates down to no tread at all. He was still just fucking hustling. It was that's like that's why Mercedes is so good, man. Like, obviously, they show up with the fastest car every fucking week, just about. And their preparation level is just on a whole nother level. But it's like on top of that, they're just like they just have 10,000 IQ plays out the ass. They just left them out there, and it worked. It couldn't have worked any more perfect. Like some of those guys came in for fresher intermediates, that motherfucker just stayed out there and burned curved through the tires and went faster doing
Yeah.
it, man. Fucking only Mercedes. But yeah, dude, the fastest lap thing, I love that because it has that little satisfying sound effect. And
Yeah.
it's all purple and shit. It does that in the F1 games too, so it's really satisfying if you set the fastest lap, which I don't do a whole lot in my career mode, but
Yeah.
yeah, just a little stuff like that, man.
I'm gonna watch again. Like, it's. I think people think I shit on it a lot, and I do, because it isn't the most exciting form of racing. But it is like I'm not gonna compare it to NASCAR. If I want excitement, I'm gonna watch NASCAR. But I could definitely see myself not watching every week, but tuning into some F1 here and there. I'm gonna tune in this weekend.
Hell yeah.
I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. There was something about it that was satisfying to me.
You love to hear it. Yeah, it's I mean, obviously not every race is gonna be like that, and a lot of them are boner deflators. But you never know, man. That's like that's why it's got me watching every week because you like most of the time, you usually could tell when Lewis Hamilton's just going to walk away with it, right? But it's like you had that one race at Monza where it's like it looked like he was going to walk away with it, but and then they were investigating him for those penalties. And then he ended up with like 10 seconds worth of penalties that put him all the way in the back. And I think Charles wrecked or something and caused the red flag. And then it's just like, you never know. Every once in a while, you just get some shenanigans. Shit goes down, and it just changes the whole complexion of the race.
Virtual safety car is fucking stupid. I thought we were getting a safety car and they were about to bunch them back up and we were going to see a big dick restart down into one. I was fucking excited. I was watching with the shrimps and they were like, no, it's a virtual safety car. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Is it on like a controller or something? I didn't know if they used like a hologram or something. And I didn't know that it meant they just hold their position or whatever. That's fucking stupid. They need to do real safety cars. But other than that, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, if it was NASCAR, there would be no such thing as a virtual safety car. But that's F1's attempt of trying to keep it as pure as possible and trying not to bunch them all back up. But yeah, there's nothing like getting a fucking safety car and letting it rip again. I tell you that.
How often are safety cars?
Honestly, I mean, they're you'll probably get one just about every race, one way or another, because either the thing with F1, it's a bit different because obviously in NASCAR you usually don't have too many car problems. You know what I mean? Like like the F1 cars, like they push them to the max 100% of the time. So a lot of times you have failures here and there, and they have to retire the car. So a lot of times they end up just breaking down around the track in a certain spot. Usually they try to get to a spot where they can get them off the track, but a lot of times they'll break down at a shitty spot and they just got to call a safety car. So it's not too terribly hard. And of course, obviously, opening lap, everybody's trying to get all they can get, and somebody junks it bigger or another, and they stop on the racing surface and they got to go get them. But I mean, obviously, you'll get GPs without anything. But I mean, it's you get one every once in a while.
That dude who crashed into the big tractor thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's Bianchi. That's what it was. Jules Bianchi, I think. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Yeah, that was Suzuka, I think. Yeah, that was under caution, and oh, jeez, that was a bad one. He
Yeah, I remember seeing
fucking,
that on Twitter.
yeah, but, yeah, I didn't know that, but it makes sense now thinking about it, but, yeah, it was a hell of a race, I tell you that. It was, it's always fun to watch those guys on the edge, and especially since it was pouring rain too. Fucking Verstappen said it. That was really fun. I couldn't believe that's the one thing with Verstappen, man. He's really fast, but man, he does some dumb shit every once in a while. He just sent it up behind whoever he was trying to pass, and just lost the grip because all the water movement. He was right up whoever. I don't even remember who he's trying to pass, but looped it and kind of ruined his race there. But fuck yeah, man. There's nothing like wet formulas. Let me tell you that. Watching them drive in the rain is so much fun. You don't get it a whole lot. And let me tell you, man. Uh, Starting to watch F1, dude, there are so many rain cock teases. I'd tell you, they always hype it up, and it's like, oh, it's gonna rain, and then they'll talk to somebody down on pit road. Oh, it's gonna rain. I see raindrops, and it never fucking rains.
Yeah. Well, that's what
There's
they
been
kept
so
doing.
many.
They were like, it's going to rain with 2 to go. Or
Yeah,
it's going to rain with 3 to go. Going to rain with 2 to go. Going to rain with 1 to go. And then it never fucking rained.
yeah, dude, that shit happens all the fucking time. It gets close. It's that vortex theory, man. It works internationally too.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad you watched. I'm glad you got some enjoyment out of it. I'm trying to get as many people as I can into F1. I just the thing with it, I like watching it just because it's so much different than everything else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just in how it's run. You got your NASCAR entertainment. Whoop de fucking do NASCAR. Everybody loves NASCAR. You got your IndyCar, who's like it's that pure kind of really solid racing most of the time, like road courses. You got no power steering. These guys, they're always hustling it. You got a good selection of street courses. You got the Indy 500. You got some oval stuff in there, not as much as it used to be, but we talked about that before. But then you got your F1, where it's like, I mean, billions and I mean billions of dollars being fucking put in these cars. I mean, they just everything they could possibly get out of them, pushing it to the limit. And then you got all the drivers, man, that are just so damn good. This is the competition level, man. It's crazy, and they go to all these cool circuits around the world. It's I don't know, it's just different. But that's the fun part about racing, man. There's a lot of demands out there. It's I don't know. I try to get as much as I can out of all of it. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they're going. I think next, I think they got 3 races left, so I think that brings us to Bahrain. I think. Which is a double header actually. That's what I was telling you a week or two ago. They go to the normal circuit and then they go to that quote unquote oval circuit kind of thing.
Oh, I'm going
Where
to get
it's
to
like
see an oval?
well, sort of kind of. It's got a couple of corners here and there, but it's mostly straightaways. So let's pull it up, shall we? Man, I can't spell schedule. Yeah, so we got the Bahrain GP, and that is damn, a little bit of a break. That is Sunday, November 29th. Yeah, the 29th of November. That's 10 a.m. All right. And then the Sakir Grand Prix, December 6th. That's at 12 o'clock. Once again at Bahrain. And then the Abu Dhabi finale, 8 a.m. December 13th. So, well, there you go. I'm excited, man. I want to see that fucking whatever that. I don't feel right calling it an oval because it's not a fucking oval, but that should be pretty good, I think. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Formulas is winding down. It kind of sucks. Lewis Hamilton usually clinches the championship with like 3 fucking races to go. But at least at this point, it's kind of just gone and out of the way. So now they just, run the last 3 races, balls to the walls, and it's whatever. So but hell yeah, let us know what you thought of Formulas this week. It was definitely not as much as a shit show as I thought it would be. I tell you that. But all in all, I had a good time watching it. So, what? All right, can we talk about this charter situation?
I think we can. It's our podcast.
Yeah, I think we can. I think you're right. So, what the hell are they doing?
Apparently,
Or what the hell did they do?
Unchartered teams aren't going to get the portion of like the TV money anymore, so it's taken a big chunk out of their money. Because NASCAR stopped sharing like the purse information or whatever. I think so. People didn't see this shit.
Yeah.
But basically, what it's going to do, it's going to make teams like Carl Long and them have to start in park because the reason they were getting the extra like TV money thrown in there, it was kind of an incentive not to start in park. But now, if they're losing that money, we're going to start seeing slow teams have to start in park again, which really sucks.
Yeah, that does suck, man. I mean, I guess there's benefits from the charter system, but
There are.
fuck, man. I mean, for the guarantee for having a guaranteed for some of the teams having a guaranteed entry in the event, I guess it helps with sponsors and stuff like that. But
We'll just be top
um,
35 in points. I mean,
yeah, but
shit. I
I'm
mean, I
sure
don't think anybody was lining up to sponsor 36th on back in points anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see what was wrong with the old way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I'm
I
sure there'll be
mean,
a fucking nerd in the comments though telling us like, oh,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some things here and there, but for a fan, man, it's just it really kills like the last half of the field, man. And we've talked about it before, really, and how hard it is to enter into the race with the charter system, just kind of one-off entries and shit like that. But yeah, it's even sucks even worse with the the back markers. Nobody wants to see anybody start in park. I'll tell you that. So you already lost me there, but I don't know. Like, I mean, if they, I don't know enough about it, I guess. But what I do know about it, I don't fucking like it. But there's got to be something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm upset about it. I wish, I wish, I wish they'd go back to share the person information so we can flame them up the way we need to, and then they can sort it out and figure it out as they need to. I know I don't see that's the thing. I know there's a lot of probably a lot of shit that goes into the money management and all that stuff, especially with the COVID horse shit. So I try to refrain from talking too much about it because I don't know what all goes into it, but whatever goes into it, I hope they fix it because it shit sucks. So there you have it.
there you
uh,
have it.
there you have it. But believe that about does it for this week's podcast. I think. Do we got anything else we got to talk about?
I don't believe so.
All right. Well, let's
Oh,
approach the one. Oh,
Friday night.
oh,
I just
oh,
wanted to give a plug for the 24 hours
yeah.
of Martinsville again. Charity stream, twitch.tv/moonhead. You can go to my Twitter if you want to sign up. We still got spots open. I'm probably going to close entries on Thursday. Get everything sorted out with some teams raced. We got some pretty cool teams actually stacked up, and I think it's going to be a cool event. Might be the death of me because I'm probably going 24 hours solo, but we'll see.
Yeah, it should be a good time. You have to let me know. I'll hop up in there and keep you awake at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I don't think I'll be there for all 24, but I'll try to be there for as long as I can.
Yeah. I mean, I've got stuff planned. Like I'm gonna try to like play chess or whatever, kind of like we do during the Daytona 24 on your stream.
Oh man, let's have a chess rematch.
Yeah, I'll have some picture-in-picture going, for sure, and have the broadcast.
Scribble maybe.
Yeah, we'll do some scribble. Maybe
The real late hours.
do that with some Twitch subs or something.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Because I have a Twitch subs channel on my Discord. We can get that set up, do that through the late night hours and even some of the afternoon. Because we're starting at 9 p.m. Friday. I'm honestly thinking, like, usually when we do the 24, we go 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, that's the rough part. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon that's going to be the rough part.
What time is it starting?
9 p.m. Friday night.
Oh man, yeah, I was about to say we never do the 9 p.m. ones when we do it, just because that's a tough start time.
I prefer the 9 a.m. one, but I just, for driver's sake and short notice sake, I want to do it on a Friday where people can just throw their Saturdays away and then have Sundays to recover, myself included. So, yeah, should be a good time. Hopefully we can raise some money for Toys for Tots and do good things there, and hopefully it doesn't kill me.
Hell yeah. Sounds good. I'm excited for it, man. It's going to be a good time. And for a good cause, too. I'm excited. So I believe that does us. Hey, you started us off. Go ahead and finish, wrap up the podcast for us, will you?
All right. Bye.